Sunsplash Day here at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. It's the opener, it's the game, and it's between two pretty interesting teams in the AFC East.
It's Welker in the right side slot. Washington in the left. Brady back to throw. It's over the middle. It's complete to Moss at the 20, at the 15. Turns outside. He's down inside the 15-yard line to about the 12-yard line. Goes Randy Moss. First down again for the Patriots. Third down and 8 at the Jet 11-yard line. Brady may be checking the play off. Brady calling signals, in motion, now stopping is Welker, back to throw, Brady fires to Welker, he's got it inside the 5 and he's in! Touchdown! Tom Brady to Wes Welker, first touchdown pass of the season, first touchdown of the season, scored on the first drive and first possession of the season.
Play clock's at 4, at 3, he takes the quick snap, drops back, looks left, flips it towards the end zone, caught! Touchdown! Lavernius Coles. He came out of the backfield and flared up the left sideline.
Moss slides in motion from right to left. Brady takes the snap. Back to throw. Looks, fires end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown to Benjamin Watson. Oh, Tom Brady has thrown 2 touchdown passes in this first game of the season. That one 5 yards to his big tight end, Benjamin Watson. New York Jets will be kicking off from left to right, with Mike Nugent kicking to the 2 Patriot deep men. To the near side, Ellis Hobbs, a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Far side at the 5 is Willie Andrews. This kickoff goes 8 yards deep in the end zone. Hobbs going to bring it out. 5, 10, he's in trouble. Right now he's going to hold 15, 20, on his feet to the 25, 30, 35. He's going to go the distance. Ellis Hobbs is going to return this 108 yards for a touchdown.
5 wide receivers, shotgun set for Pennington. It's a 3-man rush. Pennington under pressure, sacked from behind. A 3-man rush for the Patriots gets there, and Jarvis Green, who had 7.5 sacks last season, hits Pennington, and Pennington's slow to get up. Pennington is limping, and he's down on his knees. And here comes the training staff out to attend to Chad Pennington, who is limping back at the 45-yard line. He's flat on his back, and he's hurt.
It's his right knee, Bob. He is down. He's hobbling off now. Jarvis Green came right around the corner.
Moss to the far side right. Starts to come in motion to the left. Brady to play action fake. Back to throw. Has time. Airs it out. Downfield. Randy Moss is there. And he has a touchdown.
Wow. 3 guys around him.
51-yard touchdown pass. Tom Brady threading the needle to Randy Moss. And the Patriots are blowing the doors off the New York Jets in this season opener.
Offset eye right. Now Kowalewski motions left. Handoff Thomas Jones. Bounces it outside left at the 10. Cuts it back at the 5. Very close to a first down at about the 3. Kowalewski motions right. Pennington drops back. Lobs again for Coles. Jump ball. This time caught. Touchdown! The second time Lavernius Coles and Chad Pennington have hooked up on the afternoon. 2:19 to go in the third quarter, and the Jets are back in the game.
Sale lines up as the fullback. Evans the tailback in the eye. The give is to Heath Evans to the right. Leaps into the end zone. Touchdown. Heath Evans. And the Patriots put the cap on it. As they drive downfield once again. That will put this one in the books officially as the Patriots start the season of high anticipation with a blowout victory over the Jets here at Giant Stadium in New Jersey.
The final score here at the Meadowlands. Patriots 38 and the Jets 14.
At the Meadowlands, and Tom Brady and Randy Moss and so many of the new Patriots. Boy, they hadn't worked together all August. How would... Well, the answer is they would be fine. Randy Moss, 18-yard, Brady right on it. Boy, he was sharp, Tom. And then down to the 11-yard line, the slot receiver wearing Deion Branch's old number 83. That's Wes Welker. Welker caught 6, touchdown New England. They're up 7-0. Jets have tied at 7-7, trying to chew up clock on every play call by Pennington. Brady to Moss. How about that, 22 yards?
You know, Matt, Moss did a lot of work on the sidelines and did some work across the middle of the football field.
3rd and goal at the 5. Brady to Ben Watson. And the outstanding teams always score in the last 2 minutes of the half. The Patriots do it. They lead it 14-7. And then, how about the first couple of ticks? of the third quarter. 8 yards deep. No way Ellis Hobbs going to run it out. But yes, he does. From 8 yards deep, he does something that's never been done in NFL history. He does go all the way. A kickoff return of 108 yards. Longest touchdown in NFL history is 108. That's the longest kickoff return ever. And here's the big block.
Yeah, great job by Hobbs, but the big blocks by Ben Watson and it frees him up. David Bowen's in there as well. This is a great job of blocking. Only 2 guys left of the hash when Hobbs made his decision where he was going.
And then it got worse. Jarvis Green with the sack of Chad Pennington. He tried to remain strong, tried to get off the fifth and get up, then get off under his own power. Clemens came in, the backup quarterback. Then the Patriots, meanwhile, with the ball, little play. How much time did Tom Brady have all day? The Jets, did they send anybody? Well, they sent this pass deep to Randy Moss. 51 yards, 28-7 Patriots, 9 for 183 for Moss. Pennington trying to hang, hobbles back, trying to run the plays. Play action to Lavernius Coles, 13 yards. They move down to the 1, where Pennington and Coles give the Jets some hope. 2 minutes left, third quarter, 28-14. Pennington, despite the heavily taped right ankle, 16 of 21, but now 31-14. And with hardly any fans left, Junior Seau, 55, is in the backfield.
Great
One
block.
of the captains. He
Great
makes a block. Heath Evans into the end zone. And in the end, Bill Belichick and his longtime assistant, Eric Mangini, exchange quick pleasantries. The Patriots, similar score to the playoff game in Foxborough in January. The Patriots roll in the second half. The backbreaker was Hobbs. Everybody sharp. Patriots win at 38-14. How about those new Pats, Sal Palantonio?
We keep fighting. We keep fighting till this game's over with. Because we're going to take the W. We're going to take the victory. We're going to earn respect. That's what we need.
What the Jets needed was a way to stop quarterback Kyle Bowler. Starting in place of the injured Steve McNair, the backup led Baltimore to an early 14-point lead.
We've run the belly twice now on second 1-2. I'm going to come back with a play pass 14-0 X cross. They ought to be set for it next time we get into a second 1-2. Okay. So it's second down and 1 for the Ravens. Bowler pumps once, lob, end zone. Signal. Oh, ruled incomplete. This will be looked at under the hood. Looking on the board, says Heap had 1-2 feet down.
The receiver got both feet down.
And one of them go get the ball from you and do a dance or something. I'm trying to see you not celebrating, not do nothing.
Much of the Ravens' dancing took place in the Jets' backfield. For 3 quarters, Baltimore limited New York to 107 yards of total offense.
Hey, all we can do is what? Keep Saul one, do our job. Do our job, okay? It's there, it's reachable. Let's go get it.
The Jets rallied behind Kellen Clemens, their own backup quarterback.
That's good, that's a catch.
Clemens, playing for the injured Chad Pennington, threw for 176 yards in the fourth quarter. In the final minute, he had New York in possession for the game-tying score.
Clemens over the middle from it. He was wide open at the 5-yard line, and McCairns dropped it. No! Second and goal. Clemens takes the snap. Looking right. Clemens has time, fires, end zone, tip, intercepted! Picked off. The defense comes through after stretching this one out with way too much drama.
As for the Patriots, they not only knocked Chad Pennington out of last week's game, but from making this week's start as well. Kellen Clemens' first career NFL start. Kyle Bowler starts for the injured Steve McNair. And in the early goings and throughout much of this game, Bowler won the battle of the backup quarterbacks. Rolling right, finds Willis McGahee for his first Raven touchdown. They go up 7-0 as Steve McNair enjoys the view. Second quarter, $1:28 left in the half. Bowler feeling pressure. He's taken off.
Nice footwork. I believe in you, Bowler. I used to tell him that before every game.
Did you mean it?
Yeah, I do believe in this kid. I think he has what it takes.
6 plays later, Bowler 2.
Heap, heap.
Hooray. Although it seemed that he didn't get his feet down. It's ruled incomplete and out of bounds, but after further review, there's one. He got it, and he was bringing the ball in, but possession's a different story this year. All you do is just grasp the ball, and it's called a touchdown, and the Ravens are up 17-3 midway through this third quarter. Kelly Clemens absolutely destroyed by Jerome Sapp. Clemens sacked 4 times in the day. The Jets had only 107 total yards in the first 3 quarters, but the fourth quarter, different story. 6 minutes to go in the game. Clemens finds Jericho Cotchery over the middle. 44 yards for Cotchery.
One of his 7 catches for 165 yards.
Most by a Jets receiver since Keyshawn in 99. 4 plays later on 4th and 6. Gotta go for it. Clemens throws right to Cotchery. First down. All the way down to the Ravens 1. 3 plays later, it's Clemens to Chris Baker for Clemens' first NFL touchdown. And it's a 7-point game. And the Jets force the Ravens to go 3 and out and have the ball at their own 20 with 2:38 to go in the game. Clemens throws over the middle to who else? But there's Cotchery and Ed Reed with a rare miss tackle.
Ed Reed, well, Ed always goes to make the play. I can't blame him for that. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
It didn't right there, and a 50-yard gain down to the Ravens 30. 2 plays later, Clemens over the middle. Justin McCarron's has a game-tying touchdown in his hands.
Nice ball.
Couldn't bring it down.
Great pass.
2 plays later, 1st and 10 from the Ravens 31. Eric Mangini's chewing gum. Big $1:39 left to go in the game. Lavernius Coles can't bring it in. 2 plays later, 3rd and 10 from the Ravens 31. Clemens down the sideline to Coles, who brings this one in despite all the players around him. It's ruled initially incomplete and then a catch and force out, which is not reviewable. But what was reviewed was whether he had possession of the ball, and it was upheld. 2 plays later, Clemens for the end zone. Tipped ball, Ray Lewis is the one who brings it down. And the guy who couldn't bring it in again was McCarron.
Ray Lewis playing with an injury. He's a true warrior out there on that field.
And Clemens almost rallied the troops for Eric Mangini, but it's the Ravens who emerged this game from this game with a win, and it's the Jets, who's the playoff team from last year, who emerged from this game at 0-2 as they fall to 8-20 without Chad Pennington since 2002. And Kyle Bowler said he's got the right stuff.
He has what it takes.
His first win as a starter since Christmas Day 2005.
Jets, Ravens, Kyle Bowler starting for Baltimore, Kellen Clemens for New York, Green in place of Chad Pennington. Fourth quarter, Jets down 20-6, 3rd and goal. Clemens finds Chris Baker. Baker hauls that in. Jets pull within a touchdown. Now after the Ravens punted, which you have to do on 4th down sometimes, Jets possession, 2 minutes to go. Clemens, Justin McCarron's got it, had space, had room, had the end zone, doesn't have the ball. We try again. Clemens finds McCarron. Off his hands, Ray Lewis is there. Ray Lewis playing hurt better than most still. I don't know if we do it quite like Ray, but we're pumping up the volume after a 2013 Ravens win.
So the Jets and the Dolphins have faced each other with each team being 0-1, but never with each team being 0-2 or worse, as that happened Sunday. Chad Pennington back on the start.
Somebody's got to win.
Well, not if there's a tie, though, right?
Tie goes to the runner.
And here's a runner, Ronnie Brown. Off the screen pass from Trent Green, 43 yards with the Jets up 7-0 in the second quarter. 3 plays later, that's Jason Taylor in an offense, splitting out wide, Steve. What's going on?
Throw him the fade. There's a mismatch out there in height.
Well, he does like the jump man, doesn't he?
Yeah. No.
And he draws the flag on Eric Coleman. Pass interference, that leads to Ronnie Brown. Touchdown.
Ronnie Brown was a busy guy, over 100 yards rushing and 99 yards receiving. Busy day today.
But the Dolphins had to kick it off to Leon Washington.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
He is gone.
We need to get more starters on the cover unit so we can tackle some of these return guys once in a while.
Mr. Eisenman's yelling this all day. What is wrong with the special teams around the NFL?
It's crazy. It's crazy. And then with just 13 ticks left in the half, Jets trying to score again.
Catch.
Jericho Cotchery, one-handed grab.
Great throw and catch.
And that led to Pennington throwing over the middle to Chris Baker. Pennington doesn't get credit for touch throws like this. Everybody says he's got a light arm.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw.
What an accuracy
Good feet
there. And great
Get them both down.
toe tapping by Chris Baker, and the Jets lead 21-13 at the half. It's 24-13 midway through third quarter. Green, all sorts of time, escaping, buying time, and it's picked off by Kerry Rhodes,
Yeah, nothing good happens when you take that long to get rid of the ball. Throw it away. Throw it away. You're out of the pocket. You're out of the box. Just throw it away.
And then 4 plays later, Pennington scrambles. He buys time. He finds Lavernius Coles on 3rd and 17, 23-yard gain, moving the chains. 12 plays later in the fourth quarter, Pennington runs it in himself. 31-13, game over, right? Never over when the Jets and Dolphins play each other. Green hooks up with Chris Chambers for 26 yards. 7 plays later, Green worked before. Why not try it again, Ronnie Brown? 22 yards into the end zone. It's 31-28.
We have a ball game.
We do. We've got an onside kick now. Everybody's trying to go home. They're only on a turnpike.
Knock it forward.
Chris Baker, an illegal touch, so the Jets have to survive another onside kick. Dolphins have another chance, and this one is touched legally by Baker, and Jay Feely almost jumps on it.
Great onside kick. He gets the big doink up high so they can get down under it. Good kicks.
How many Jets fans were gripping their steering wheel trying to drive out of that stadium, listening to that on the radio? But the Jets survive and get their first win of the season as Miami falls to 0-3 for the first time since 2004.
Dolphins and Jets looking to avoid going 0-3. Hey, that's ex-Jet receiver Wayne Corbett honored before kickoff against Miami. Dolphins just tied the game at 7. Here comes Leon Washington. Washington gone all the way. 98-yard kickoff return for the score. Jets would go up 14-7. The Meadowlands crowd was electrified, Kenny. Just before half, Jets lead by 1. Chad Pennington finding Chris Baker. Pennington 15-22 for 124, 2 touchdowns. And you know what? Pennington ran for another TD. You heard me right. His first rushing touchdown since 2004. Thomas Jones ran for 110 yards in the Jets' victory.
New York Jets going to winless Buffalo, who without J.P. Lossman had a start. Trent Edwards, first career start for the rookie. Chad Pennington under center for the Jets. Scoreless in the second quarter when we're in the 2-minute offense. Less than 36 to go. Pennington finds Lavernius Coles right along the sidelines.
Great
That's
catch.
the catch.
Great footwork. Great concentration.
2 plays later, 10 seconds left in the half, and holy Marino! It's a fake spike the Jets are running.
Good call. Good play.
And that gets the Jets within field goal range with 1 second left on the clock. Look at that. Big spike. And Lavernius Coles makes the catch, and Mike Nugent steps up and doinks it off the upright. Doink. So all that's for naught. Still scoreless heading into half. Third quarter. Bills' first possession. Trent Edwards begins to get his sea legs. Finds Peerless Price for a gain of 15 yards.
22 of 28 for this rookie from Stanford.
2 plays later, Edwards throws to Lee Evans. 13-yard gain.
Good to get him back involved now. 6 catches for Lee Evans.
And the rookie hands off to 1. Marshawn Lynch carrying 4 Jets into the end zone with him. 7-0 Buffalo.
This kid is strong. We see this week in and week out going straight downhill, moving chains.
Chad Pennington leads the Jets right back down the field on 3rd and 2. Lofts one into Jericho Cotchery, who picks up a little bit of yak. 29-yard gain. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1 at the 5. Pennington floats one in the end zone for Lavernius Coles, who makes the catch to tie it at 7.
This guy's not very tall, but he can go up and make plays.
Bills take a 10-7 lead. The Jets, after the field goal, how do they respond? Not well.
well. Pennington trying to throw out across the field. His arm is not that strong to make that type of throw.
Picked off by Jabari Greer, and the Bills ensuing possession on 4th and goal at the 1. They sent the field goal unit out, called timeout, then put Trent Edwards and the offense back on the field. Play action. The cagey Dick Duran pushing the right buttons. Michael Gaines, touchdown. Bills go up by 10. Next Jets possession, 2nd and 17. Pennington finds Brad Smith, former quarterback from Mizzou. 26-yard gain, 6 plays later. Little Leon Washington inside, handoff, touchdown. Jets go right back down the field, making a 3-point game again. Bills get the ball back, need to convert this 3rd and 3 to pretty much win the game. Trent Edwards broken up by Darrelle Revis. Rookies all over the place making plays. Jets have the ball back, down 3. Less than 30 seconds to go. 4th and 3. The Jets convert, pick it up. Chris Baker goes out of bounds. 21 seconds left. 3 plays later, 11 seconds left from the Bills' 39. Pennington needs just a few more yards to get Nugent in range. And it's a pickoff.
No, you can't make that type of throw. He doesn't have a strong arm. You got to just throw that away. Give your team a chance.
And Terrence McGee is the one who picks off Chad Pennington, who misses on only 7 passes in this game, but 2 of those misses were picks, as Trent Edwards becomes the first Bills rookie quarterback to win his debut as starter since Joe Ferguson in 1973, as the Bills get their first win of the season.
Bills and Jets matchup. Chad Pennington and the Jets in Buffalo trying to get something done. Pennington, 4th quarter, down by 3. Picked off. Jabari Greer gets that one. Bills now deep in the Jets territory. Same drive, 4th and goal now. And the rookie quarterback, Trent Edwards, 22 of 28. That to Michael Gaines. Bills up by 10 points. Late in the 4th. Jets down now 17-14, trying to get into a tie. Pennington to the wrong guy. Soft throw there, but he was 32 out of 39. Nonetheless, the Bills are winners. Stuart Scott, y'all.
Would the New York Post have enough pages in its Monday edition with the Yankees playing playoff baseball and Man Genius taking on Tom Coughlin in a big Week 5 contest for both New York football teams? First quarter, Brandon Jacobs playing his first action since Week 1. Stripped by Kerry Rhodes, who gets the trifecta, the fumble forced, fumble recovery, and touchdown. And the Jets are up 7-0, Steve.
Yeah, take a look at this now. Good to have Brandon Jacobs back, but he's a 6'4" running back, so he's going to run tall. He's exposed now. Take a look at the ball. You got Jonathan Vilma and Victor Hobson engaged and about to make the tackle. Kerry Rhodes says, the ball is exposed. It's not against his ribs. You got to lock that away now, Brandon. So Kerry Rhodes is going to strip. The defense drills this every day. Now the decision, Dion, do I foul on it or do I scoop and score? Scoop and score. Take the lead, Jets 7-0.
Second quarter, the Giants trailing 7-0. Their offense faltering, so why not rely on Eli's legs?
Speed kills.
Can't teach that, can you, Dion?
You can't teach. I love when he does it, coach him up. He's so fired up.
13 yards in the first down, 6 plays later. It's the former Jet, Derek Ward, plowing his way in the end zone to tie at 7-all. Next Jets possession, Chad Pennington lofts one towards Lavernius Coles, who makes a gorgeous one-handed grab, and this is ruled a catch and a force out.
This guy makes more tough catches than anybody I know.
Yeah, you'll be seeing more of that later on in this highlight. 5 plays later, Sam Madison picks off the pass intended for Jericho Cotchery. It turns at 25 yards, pushed out of bounds. And the Jets' 44-yard line.
I think he ran out of bounds.
Next Jets possession, still tied at 7. Pennington finds who else?
Look at him go up and get it.
At his highest point. Receivers at home, take note. Go up and get the ball at his highest point.
Vernius Coles, 8 catches, 89 yards, none prettier than that one. 5 plays later, it's Pennington hitting the former Mizzou quarterback Brad Smith for his first career touchdown. Jets up 14-7.
Cornerback doesn't even look back for the ball. He has no clue where the ball is.
Can Manning get more points on the board? No, the Jets can, because Jonathan Vilma picks off Manning. That led to a Mike Nugent field goal as Manning had almost as many rushing yards as passing yards in the first half of this game. Second half, different story for the Big Blue. Manning, buying time, finds Plexico Burress, his first catch of the game. The Jets had kept him quiet to that point. 3 plays later, Brandon Jacobs, bull rushing his way in.
20 carries for 100 yards today and a touchdown.
First career 100-yard gain for Brandon Jacobs. Giants now just down 3. But the next kickoff, it's from Florida State.
Where?
Florida State.
That's what I thought you said.
Leon Washington. Second kickoff return for a touchdown this season. Both for 98 yards. The Jets go right back, 24-14. 2 possessions later, Manning gets Jeremy Shockey into the mix, into the end zone. Touchdown. Giants make it a 3-point Jet lead again. We go to the fourth quarter. Next possession for the Jets. Pennington looks for Jericho Cotchery again. But once again, it's picked off, this time by Aaron Ross. Where was he going with that one?
He was just really trying to throw it up for grabs, hoping his receiver would make a play. Aaron Ross, he plays in the slot on third downs now. He's getting to start out wide. This guy's making some plays as a rookie.
Ball placed at the 1. And the Giants get it out toward midfield. 2nd and 5. Manning finds
Get out of
Burress,
my way.
who's just
arm.
Takes it the route. Andre Dyson had Burress dead to rights, pinned against the sideline, but
watch his stiff arm.
Tough
Looks like a
tackle,
running
man.
back.
Tough tackle to make. You coming down there trying to break down with a 6'4" receiver over 200 pounds. That's a tough tackle to make.
53 yards, and the Giants are on top by 4 when Aaron Ross picks off Pennington again, this time for a pick 6. 43 yards for Ross. He becomes the first Giant rookie since Will Allen in 01 with 2 interceptions in a game, as the Giants come up with another huge second-half effort this season, outscoring the Jets 28-7 in the second half to win their 3rd straight, above 500 now, heading into Atlanta next week on Monday Night Football.
Home game for the G-Man at the Meadowlands. Brandon Jacobs has been hurt. He's back. Uh-oh. Don't tell me. His very first carry, stripped, recovered, touchdown, J-E-D-X. That's Kerry Rhodes, 7-0.
Yeah, another triple play. Kerry Rhodes pulling the ball out. He knows it's going to come out. Great job of scooping that ball up with one hand like that and getting to the end zone.
So we're tied at 7, under a minute to go in the half. Chad Pennington to Brad Smith. And Kevin Dockery never turned around, and the Jets 14-7. And now with the score 17-7, third. Jacobs, well, this time you can be sure he's holding on. 19 yards for a touchdown. Jacobs recovered to run 20 for 100 yards, and it's a 17-14 game.
And look at the nice seals on the inside and the outside. Nice hole for Jacobs to get through.
But it doesn't last long, the Giants' euphoria. Leon Washington up the middle, and I don't think that Lawrence Tynes is going to get him. He could go all the way. Leon Washington, Jets get a defensive, they get his special team touchdown, and the Jets are up 24-14. Giants score to make it 24-21, and then Aaron Ross, #1 pick, makes an interception on a floater. Get a little excited about throwing that to Chad Pennington. And now the Giants, their own 47, Eli Manning, Plexico Burress, Andre Dyson. Oh, no, you can't leave any room between.
How do you not knock him out of bounds?
Well, you just saw how he didn't do it. 53 yards. G-Man lead at 28-24. And then Chad Pennington picked off by Aaron Ross. So on a day that he gets his first 2 interceptions, as a pro, he's going to seal it. 43 yards. But we had some touchdowns by great Americans here. A Washington, a Ross. They all scored in the game. And then, okay, just 1 sack on the day. Happened the last couple of minutes. Senior O.C. Omenyor gets it. And so the Giants, it wasn't a sack fest. And the Jets had a 10-point lead in the second half. But the Giants win it 35-24.
Philadelphia Eagles, coming off their bye, never lost after a bye week in the Andy Reid administration. And Chad Pennington wearing the throwback jerseys of the Jets. back in the Titans days.
I like them.
Your thoughts? You like them?
I like them.
Dion, your thoughts?
They're okay. They look collegey, you know?
They look like the Pittsburgh Panthers, don't they? Well, here's Thomas Jones running the ball. And in any uniform this year, that's his best run, 36-yard gain. Led to a Mike Nugent field goal as the Jets settling for field goals as they've been doing the last few weeks. Play action, Donovan McNabb. Last time he was in this stadium before the bye, the Giants sacked him 12 times. There's Kenyon Coleman on the first play of the game for Donovan McNabb. He's thinking, oh no, not again. But then Kevin Curtis gets the Eagles off the mat.
This guy has some speed now. 5 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown. He's been a factor in every game.
Looking like he was wearing his throwback unis from a few weeks ago. That's a 75-yard touchdown there, and then Brian Westbrook looking quite healthy.
The heart and soul of the Philadelphia Eagles team as well as offense.
156 total yards on the day for Westbrook. The drive would stall David Akers, who has a nightmare in this stadium, and that nightmare continues. Can't add to the lead. Wide right, very wide. And then it's no good. Fourth quarter, the Eagles up 16-6, pinned right in their own end when Hank Poteet makes a play on the Jets defense. But it would lead only to a field goal. 30-yard field goal from Mike Nugent. So it's 16-9. The Jets driving, trying to get into the end zone. Chad Pennington nearly falls. Thomas Jones making the play. Jones had a very nice day, 130 yards on the ground. And then the end around, Jericho Cotchery, 14 yards down to the Eagles' 13. Next play, Jones running downhill. A 9-yard gain. It looks like the Jets are going to go in and tie this game. It led to a 2nd and 1. Next play, Jones stuffed. 3rd down. Jets need this 1st down. They're going to try and sneak it.
They don't get it.
So the Jets go for it. 4th and 1 on the Eagles' 4. And how do they go for it? They go for it by throwing into the end zone out of the shotgun to Lavernius Coles.
Well, many a question is called, but you got to understand Lavernius Cole came up with 3 big catches last week. He made plays, so you're going to give your best receiver an opportunity to make a play.
And Chad Pennington and the Jets, you know, whatever uniform they were wearing, fall to 1-5. Andy Reid now 9-0 in games following the bye week. The Jets visit the Bengals next week, starting 1-5 for the first time since starting 1-6 in '99. Philadelphia hosts the Bears next week at 2-3.
Pennington and the Jets pulling a Denzel. They too remember the Titans, the 1960 New York Titans. Donovan McNabb and the Eagles 8-0 under Andy Reid following a bye week. McNabb 275 yards passing, including this 75-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Curtis. Curtis 5 catches, 121 yards. Eagles are up 7-3. Let's move forward. Fast forward to the 4th. Jets have a 2nd and 1. Thomas Jones. Jets needed a big game from him, but no gain. But he did run for 130 yards. Pennington tries to sneak it. Nope, he's short. Jets 5 for 14 on 3rd down. Pennington to Lavernius Coles. Sheldon Brown breaks it up. Pennington 11 for 21, 128 yards and 1 pick. Jets 1-5. How about Stuart Scott? It's your turn. Pass the.
Jets, who visited the jungle in Cincinnati at 1-5, taking on the 1-4 Cincinnati Bengals. Eric Mangini's chewing gum. First quarter, Pennington finds Sean Ryan. First set of downs of the game for the Jets, and it's a fresh set of downs here. 22-yard gain, and then 2 plays later, Pennington going vertical himself, finds a wide open Lavernius Coles.
Lavernius Coles has been the go-to guy all year. This is one of his 8 receptions for 133 yards.
57-yard touchdown, Jets on top just like that. Second quarter, Jets up by 10, 13-3. Carson Palmer finds TJ Manzada.
He can work that slot like no other. You can't play up underneath him. He's too good with his footwork to dip you outside and coming inside to make the reception.
19-yard gain on 3rd and 11, setting up Kenny Watson. 3-yard touchdown scamper, and it's a 3-point game again. Jets ensuing possession, 2nd and 10. It's Pennington swinging it out to Leon, getting larger. Washington picks up the first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4. Pennington hits Coles for the first down, and so much more.
Bad tackling, cornerbacks with their head down. You can't allow this to happen, but this is indicative of the Cincinnati Bengals defense to give up big plays.
36 yards for the touchdown. Jets up 10, 20-10, but the second half, different half, entirely different story for Cincinnati. Chad Johnson picks up the first down, 17 yards there. 8 plays later, it's Palmer to TJ Manzada. 3-yard touchdown, and it's a Jet 23-17 lead. 4th quarter we go. No Chris Henry yet. He comes back in a couple weeks. So who's the 3rd wide receiver? Why, it's Glenn Holtz. Right down to the doorstep that Kenny Watson punches it in from.
This is a busy guy with 31 carries today and 130 yards and 3 big touchdowns for Kenny Watson.
Bengals take the lead 24-20. Next Jets possession on 3rd down. Disaster. As the silent count, the snap count between Chad Pennington and Nick Mangold as center, obviously not on the same page there. And then the Bengals cash that Jet mistake in for 7. Kenny Watson takes it right down to the 1, and then he'll take it in from there.
A little balance for the Cincinnati offense. I'm going to throw to set up my pass. I'm going to run to set up my pass. I'm not going to pass to set up my run.
But still, the Jets have one last possession to try and tie the game, but it is a pick 6 for Jonathan Joseph. And the Bengals go on to win this game by the final of 38-31. The Jets fall to 1-6. They're 1-6 for the first time since 1999. The Cincinnati Bengals snapped the 4-game losing streak that was the longest of the Marvin Lewis era. Kenny Watson playing in place of Rudy Johnson with career-high yards and career-high touchdowns. Cincinnati, a big game at home next week against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Battle of 2 of the league's biggest disappointments, Jets and Bengals. Chad Pennington trying to avoid the Jets' first 1-6 start since '99. Early first, Pennington, a 57-yard strike. I mean, this is deep for Pennington. To Lavernius Coles. Pennington, 3 touchdowns. Coles, 8 catches, a season-high 133 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kenny Watson in for the injured Rudy Johnson. 4th quarter, Bengals up 1. 1st and goal, Watson. 3rd rushing TD of the game. The Bengals are up 31-23. Now we got 47 seconds left. Jets are driving. Pennington. Issues. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph, his first of his career. Only pick for Pennington in this game, who might have thrown his last pass as a Jets starting QB. Jets suffer their 6th loss. That's as many as they had all of last season.
Day, October day in the Meadowlands of New Jersey. 56 degrees the temperature, blue skies overhead.
The Jets will be kicking off, and they have chosen to take the wind here in the first quarter.
Edwards takes the snap, back to throw. Looking, looks downfield, fires downfield, and it is caught by Lee Evans. In Jets territory, he has run out of bounds at the Jets' 35-yard line. Let's see if the Bills can put some points up to finish off this 10-minute drive. Mormon takes the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up. Plenty of leg. The kick is good. And the Buffalo Bills strike first with a long field goal drive. They lead it 3-0 in the first quarter. And a spread formation with Thomas Jones in the backfield. The snap. Deep drop by Pennington. Looks right side. Lots of time. Now he tucks it. Going to run. Pennington slides forward. Ball comes out. Loose ball at the 37. Rolling around down there. Let's see. The Jets recover at the 37-yard line.
27-yard field goal attempt for Mike Nugent. On the way, and it is good. So Mike Nugent ties the game. 10:28 to go before halftime. Third down and 11. Here comes the blitz again. Edwards under pressure. Hit as he throws it far side. Intercepted. Picked off by Revis. Runs the left sideline. Out across the 35. Gets out to the 40-yard line. 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Third down and a long 6. Here comes the blitz. Under pressure. Somehow he escapes the sack at first. Now he goes down. Sean Ellis. Well, check that. David Harris drags him down after Ellis had a great shot. Ellis, Robertson, and Barton all came up the middle and collapsed the pocket.
Back to Paul Peck on the sidelines. Paul, there goes Trent, huh?
Yeah, they've decided to take him into the locker room. He goes in with one of the team doctors and one of the trainers. He is jogging his way into the locker room now. I guess they're going to try to see what they can't do to make it more comfortable, but J.P. Lossman's going to get some snaps at quarterback here in the next possession.
J.P. Lossman back at quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. First down at the 41-yard line. Lossman going to throw on first down. Pass caught by Schumann at the 45. Starts upfield, leans across the midfield stripe, and he goes down there. The kick will be from the left hash mark. Just about 5 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Here we go. Norman handles the snap. The kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. And the Bills take the lead 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Buffalo on top now by a score of 6-3. 3:55 left. 6-3 Buffalo lead. First down for the Bills at the 15. The snap. Lossman sets up deep to throw. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Evans at midfield. Jump ball, and who's got it? Lee Evans has it at the 40. He will walk into the end zone. Lee Evans outfought his man, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown Buffalo. 85 yards. Touchdown Buffalo Bills. Lee Evans went up and brought it down for the huge touchdown pass.
Boy, he went up and took it away because two defenders right there, Revis, and then the safety came over. The ball was just outside the numbers on the 30-yard line, and he went up and took it away from both defenders and then was able to walk into the end zone.
3:32 to go, and now the crowd reaction to Kellen Clemens coming on to run the offense.
Clemens takes it. Drops to throw, pumps once, fires it. It is intercepted by Terrence McGee at the Buffalo 35-yard line. And he steps out of bounds. That should just about do it. Well, the Bills finish with a 13-3 win over the New York Jets. Buffalo now 3-4.
At Grand Central right now. J.P. Lossman, meanwhile, in for the injured Trent Edwards. 6-3 Bills in the fourth. And Lossman looking to cinch this game. Going up top, but it's going to be intercepted by number 85, Darrelle Revis. No. Lee Evans took it out of his hands and runs it in. At this point, the Jets, with 3 minutes to play, pull Chad Pennington and bring in Kellen Clemens, who is promptly pressurized. Wow. And then some. Any other ideas? Al Woodall, maybe? Somebody from Grand Central? Coach Eric Mankini is not happy. From 10-6 to 1-7, your new New York Jets. At the movies we go now with Roper and Mangini.
It's disappointing because, and I've said this multiple times, these guys care. It's not the same movie. It's the same ending. It's just not the same movie.
Redskins coming off that distressing loss in New England last week. We're at 1-7 New York Jets, who had themselves a new quarterback.
Chad, it's not your fault, buddy.
Chad Pennington out, Kellen Clemens in. But the opening kickoff of the game belonged to a guy named Leon, and little Leon's getting larger.
Not again. Is this the third time this season with this guy?
It is Steve Mariucci, 86 yards.
Washington on Washington?
In New Jersey for New York. Very confusing.
There you go.
Very, very confusing. 7-0, that's all you need to know. 10-3 at this point. Right into the second half, Clemens leaving the pocket, making things happen, showing some moxie. Finds Jericho Cotchery for 30 yards.
Leaves the pocket, remains a passer, eyes downfield, makes something happen.
4 plays later, it's Clemens to Joe Kowalewski. That big Clemens to Kowalewski, big mix-up here.
He's excited. First one.
Fired up. Then he's on the sidelines.
Yes.
Act like you've been there before.
He's fired up. It's 17-3, Jets on top, but it's 17-12 in the fourth quarter when Clemens hits Cotchery. This called a catch and a fumble. LaRon Landry picks it up and takes it all the way to his own 36, and after further review, this was called again a catch and a fumble.
Whoa. And that's a quick one. That's a scoop and score. Ends up to be a big play in this game.
It did. It turned things around because the Jets, instead of moving forward towards the Redskins end zone, here comes Clinton Portis heading towards the Jets end zone.
He was the workhorse today with 36 carries for 196 yards.
And a touchdown right here going up top. The Redskins then convert a two-point conversion, and after being down all game with 11 minutes to go, they're on top 20-17. Kellen Clemens, could he lead them down the field? Almost did it in Baltimore earlier this season when he was playing for injured Pennington. He finds Justin McCarron's on 3rd and 10 to move the chain. 6 plays later, less than a minute to go, 3rd and 5. Clemens moving the chains again with his own feet.
Run. I like the mobility of this kid. Keeping his eyes down the field, making things happen. That's all a quarterback has to do. Get a first down, give the team another chance.
And set your guy out for a game-tying field goal. Mike Nugent's 30-yarder is good, and we go into overtime. And then the Jets got the toss, but was forced to punt. The defense holds for Washington, and Jason Campbell hits his favorite target, Chris Cooley.
I love Cooley. Runs good routes, consistent, make the catch and tough.
And then 4 plays later, it's time for Portis, as you said, Steve Mariucci. 4 yards shy of 2 bills on the day. Whoa. And 4 plays later, it's time for Sean Schwesham. And S squared comes in from 46 yards out for the game-winning field goal, and he got it. And the Washington Redskins come off that loss in New England and almost lose to a 1-win team on the road, but come all the way back from down 17-3 to win in overtime by the final of 23-20. It's the 4th straight win against the Jets for the Washington Redskins, and the Jets now have blown 3 double-digits leads this season, and they hit the bye at 1-8, while Washington improves to 5-3, right there behind the 6-2 Giants, who are right there behind the 7-1 Cowboys. Next Sunday, it's the Cowboys at the Giants late on Sunday. In the Meadowlands in New York, down the road, I guess, from Western New York, right there. The Kellen Clemens era is underway. Thomas Jones, by the way, became the first 100-yard rusher against the Steelers in the last 35 games. Thomas Jones had an excellent day for the New York Jets, 117 yards. And then the second play of the game, that was the first, a flea flicker. Lavernius Coles all the way down to the 1-yard line, a gain of 56 yards. And the Jets at 1-8, having some moxie. They took the early 7-0 lead there. They're up 10-0 when Santonio Holmes gets in the end zone for the first time for the Steelers. 10-7 is your score. Let's go to the fourth quarter now in this game. We're tied at 13. Here's Holmes again for a short gain of 5.
He's becoming a go-to receiver.
Jeff Reed puts the Steelers up in this game for the first time, 16-13. So the Jets, with another double-digit lead, beginning to see it slip away. And Roethlisberger with the ball with less than 3 minutes to go. Dwayne Robertson and Kenyon Coleman get the ball back for Kellen Clemens. How would the young guy do trying to drive the Jets down the field? Well, he finds Brad Smith there for a gain of 12. Next play, less than 2 minutes to go, he finds Justin McCarron, splits the defense, first down. 1:25 remaining. Clemens pulls it down and gains 15 yards.
Make a play, make a play.
He shows a lot of moxie on this drive. Running, throwing, poise in the pocket.
And Mike Nugent warming up for the game tire. 52 seconds to go in the red zone. Clemens hits Chris Baker, and maybe the Jets can just score a touchdown and win it and forget Mike Nugent. 2 plays later, Clemens to the end zone for Brad Smith. Oh,
perfect throw.
can't bring it in. So it's time for Nugent to come out to tie it, and he does. We go to overtime. With Jim Nantz in the booth, both teams would touch the ball. I knew you'd like that, Dion. He always says that only the team that gets the coin toss wins it, but the Steelers could not score. As Roethlisberger was sacked for a 7th time, and then Leon Washington takes the punt.
How many great returns this year has he had?
Well, there's one 33-yard return to the Pittsburgh 26. On comes Mike Nugent to kick the game-winning field goal now. Mike Tomlin, you see, does not call the timeout. And Mike Nugent puts it through the uprights, and the New York Jets beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in a shocker in Week 11 as the Steelers enter this game number 2 in conference. They fall to 7-3 and out of that position, while the Jets improved to 2-8, snapping a 6-game losing streak.
Jets, and Steelers have played very well at home. They've laid some eggs on the road. This would be one of those games. I brought that up for a reason. Boy, I tell you, Ben Roethlisberger, Merrill, pressured all game long.
In the first half, actually, the Jets blitzed over 40% of the time. That is a huge number in the NFL.
There's David Harris with a sack, then Sean Ellis, and C.J. Mosley, and then Roethlisberger holding.
Open either. You know what? Coverage is pretty good.
Yep. And it was like that last week, too, Coach.
And then one more time, Dwayne Robertson will eventually come up and say, "You are behind, Ben. You are behind.
You will go down."
And then Abram Elam forces another sack.
Another blitz.
7 times for a loss of 44 yards. And Kellen Clemens, well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Jets down 16-13, and Clemens says, all right, let's go to work. He had been very average for most of this game. Chris Baker dragged somebody for a first down. Next play, Justin McCairns. McCairns dives across the yellow line. First down. Clemens, one more time.
First poised in critical situations.
Terrific. And here's another little run by him that gets a first down.
What you got to like about this guy, he gets it. The ball comes out of his hand now. I mean, he's not going to stand back there and hold it. He's going to throw the football. And he takes some chances, but he's pretty accurate.
Clemens 5 of 8 and accounted for 73 yards on the drive. Threw after a spike. Oh, he's got the game winner. Brad Smith right there. Oh, boy, that's why he's a quarterback learning to play receiver. So Mike Nugent in to tie it up with 25 seconds left. It's good. We go to overtime. In overtime, Steelers 3 and out. So once again, the Jets defense really stepping up here. And this wasn't a 100-yard return, but it was good enough by Leon Washington. 41 yards, or at his 41, returns at 33, all the way to the Steelers' 26. After 3 straight Thomas Jones runs, Nugent for the win. And the Jets end their 6-game losing streak, 19-16, the final. Kellen Clemens happy. Inside the numbers. Just another example of a poor performance by the Steelers on the road. They're 5-0 at Heinz, but they've dropped 3 of 5 away from home, and those losses have been to the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Broncos. Not exactly the Patriots, the Colts, and I guess the Patriots. Pittsburgh's defense has been totally dominant at home, holding opponents to under 11 points and 185 yards a game.
Thanksgiving, everybody. It's, of course, the second time in 4 years that the Jones brothers have opposed each other on Thanksgiving Day at Texas Stadium. 2nd and goal at the 7. Owens in the backfield. Handoff, Barber from fullback to the 5, to the 3, to the end zone. Short yardage, my turn. Marion Barber, touchdown Cowboys.
Brad, there was confusion on the Jets defense from the get-go. As a matter of fact, I thought they would call timeout to try to get that thing straightened out.
From right to left, and this one is short. Watch out for Washington from the 14-yard line. Leon Washington, 35. Ball's on the floor. Dallas has it at the New York 36-yard line. Came right to
Courtney Brown.
And that's the second week in a row that young Courtney Brown in on the kicking team.
Had a 3-point error Play action. Romo back to throw. Pumps once. Looks right. Throws deep over the middle. Towards the end zone. Intercepted at the goal line by Kerry Rhodes. And he takes a knee in the end zone. Now gets up and runs it out. The play hasn't been blown dead yet. Runs to the right to the 10. Just about gets tripped up there. Gets to the right sideline to the 15. He's at the 20 and dives out to the 23-yard line. On first down, Leon Washington and Thomas Jones both in the game. As Clemens drops the throw. Pumps once. Throws it up the seam. Wide open Chris Baker makes a juggling catch at the 45-yard line. It was high. He hit it with his left hand, tipped it to his right hand, controlled it, and picked up 22 yards.
2nd and 8, fake draw. Blitz coming. Romo deep. Witten at the 5. Walk it on in, big man. Touchdown to Witten.
Boy, it just looked very, very similar to what Terrell Owens did a couple of times last week against Washington.
3rd and 6 at the 46. Snap is back. Rush comes. He throws it left. Intercepted at the 50. Newman can take this one in. Count him from the 20. Touchdown, Terrence Newman. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Newman.
Romo goes play action on first down. Has time. Looks downfield. Now flushed out. Flags down as he is sacked back inside the 30-yard line by Dwayne Robertson. A defensive touchdown scored by the Cowboys. So really about 17 points given up by the defense. But they have played all afternoon with little hope. Back to throw Romo. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling right. Dumps it off to Barber. Has him to the 35. Runs the right sideline to the 30. Hit by Abram Elam and knocked out of bounds at the Jet 24-yard line. That is good for another Cowboy first down as Romo got creative. He dumped it off to Barber over the back of 3 Jet pass rushers, and Barber scampered for 12 more yards.
Dallas leading 27-3. Barber deep in the eye. 2 receivers on the left side. Tight end right. Romo play action. Deep ball to the end zone for Owens. Caught it in the left-hand corner. Touchdown, Terrell Owens. There's the deep play everyone's been waiting for.
And it was over the top of Darrelle Revis.
4th and goal from the 5. Crowd, what's left is into it on behalf of the defense. Shotgun snap to Clemens. Back, looks, throws it to the goal line. It is caught, but in the field of play. And it's not going to get into the end zone, and the Cowboys are going to take over on downs at the 1. How about that? Baker, he was actually standing in the end zone. He came out of the end zone to catch it, and when he did, Watkins wrapped him up, and he kept him out of the end zone. And now we can congratulate Wade Phillips and this team on accomplishing something no Dallas Cowboy team has ever accomplished. They are 10-1.
Every Thanksgiving Day since 1966, take on the 2-8 Jets, their first Turkey Day game since 1985. Brother, Julius Thomas Jones facing off. They also met on Thanksgiving in 04. Julius, Dr. J. Jones for 19 yards, 16 rushes, 64. Same drive. How about Terrell Owens going to go to the tailback position? I formation for the Cowboys. Tony Dorsett, Robert Newhouse. Of course, Tio's not going to get the ball in the backfield. Marion Barber is 7th rushing touchdown of the year. Cowboys up 7-0. All right, second quarter now. Jets survived the first quarter down just 7-0. Tony Romo, Jason Witten. Witten 4 catches, 54 yards, that touchdown. Cowboys up 14-0. Their defense also stout. Kellen Clemens and the Jets could do nothing. 180 yards of offense in this one. Terrence Newman with the Charlie Waters number scores. And that's a defensive touchdown. And Wade Phillips, he likes it, but careful in the high fives. Remember this?
Yeah.
Last Sunday, ouch, that's too hard, Tony Romo, so I want you to go lob wedge with me this time. Let's lighten that left hand, weak grip, and just soft touch. Thank you very much. Talk about that Cowboy defense just completely stifling the Jet offense. Clemens tries, but there's good coverage there by the Cowboys. Jason Hatcher flushes Clemens. He's going to try to throw the ball left-handed here. Clemens threw 10 straight incomplete passes. Here it is. I'd get my left arm to be ambidextrous. Fourth quarter, Cowboys up 27-3. This one already in the bag. Romo, 29th touchdown pass. That ties the Cowboys' single-season record. Who do you think has it? Staubach? Aikman? No, Danny White.
Oh, yeah.
Who knew?
You did.
I do now. Terrell Owens, there it is. He got his score. Cowboys, an easy winner chicken dinner. 10-1 Packers, 10-1 Cowboys next Thursday night. Romo 14 of 17 in the second half, and the tough running of Barber and Jones wore down that Jets defense. Ed Werder now on TR, the star of Dallas, going where no Cowboy quarterback has gone before.
Cameron still looking for win number 1, and with Eric Mangini coming in the throwback Titan uniform with a 2-9 record, perhaps this would be the time for the Dolphins to win a game. They're at home, they're against a division opponent, but they're against Leon Washington taking direct snaps. 18-yard score. Jets up early 7-0. You know he can return kicks, but look at him go from the shotgun. John Beck looking for his first career win instead, in this instance, finds his first career interception, and it's rookie Darrell Revis who picks him off. Tip drill. Maybe Revis is comfortable because they look like his college uniforms, the Pitt Panthers.
Yeah. They do, yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
10-6 is the score, but that pick only led to this, and that is Kellen Clemens not seeing the blitz coming from his backside, and that is Michael Lehan putting the Dolphins on top, 13-10. Maybe this is the day, Dion.
Might be it.
This might be it.
Steve, this could be the day.
I think it might be.
It's Kellen Clemens back at shotgun, throwing to Brad Smith. 19 yards, Jets take the lead.
It might not be the day.
Third quarter, though, midway through. Here comes John Beck, 1st and 10. This could be the day for John Beck to...
Yeah. Don't stop, get it.
Brian Thomas with the sack. Victor Hobson, that led to a field goal. Dolphins get the ball back. Beck back to pass. This could be... David Harris with the forced fumble. 4th turnover on the day.
He was supposed to block him, and he was supposed to... Yeah.
Fourth quarter, would you believe the Jets finally, in the fourth quarter of their Week 13 game, get their first rushing touchdown of the year? That's Thomas Jones.
Of the year?
Of the year. A 40-burger for the Jets send the Dolphins to 0-12 in this ignominious neighborhood. The Colts at 86. The 86 Colts are the last 0-13 team, just in case you're wondering.
Less was written in advance of this game than about many other things. Cam Cameron, the Dolphins, trying to avoid the 0-12 start. Lions in 2001 did that. Throwback unis and a throwback play. Snap straight to the runner, Leon Washington. And he gets on through that dog pile. He had 2 touchdowns. Jets up 7-0 there. Dolphins down 10-6. Will Allen coming in. He's after Kellen Clemens, and he got him. Mike Leon picks up the ball, and he goes on in. Dolphins, a rare lead. It's 13-10. Third quarter, Dolphins with the ball. Down by 10. John Beck back. David Harris will have none of that. In fact, he has the ball, so he did have some of that. Dolphins, 5 turnovers, 3 picks, 2 fumbles. Thomas Jones, the new guy, he gets on in. 75 yards on the day, 40-13 win. Jets 3-9. 2 of those wins against...
The Cleveland Browns and Romeo Crennel in very rainy, cold, frigid Meadowlands, where Romeo used to control the sidelines as assistant for the Giants. Browns opening drive of the third quarter, and the Jets too, back in the day, Parcells. And there is Braylon Edwards picking one up in the air and then putting it on the turf. Luckily for Braylon and the Browns, it rolls out of bounds 2 plays later. It's Derek Anderson up top to Braylon Edwards. 13th touchdown of the year.
He just goes up and gets it. He knows how to make a catch and beat a corner to the ball.
This is a Civil War alumni game, by the way. Derek Anderson, former Oregon State, and then former Oregon Duck, Kellen Clemens, earning a pass interference penalty right there with 3 minutes left in the game. Now Clemens shoves it in the end zone. The Jets fail on the 2-point conversion, so it's a 5-point game and in need of an onside kick, and it works.
Great kick.
Big height allowed the Jets to get underneath it. They're going to fight for it for a little while here.
And then it led to Eric Mangini deciding to go for a field goal. And it works, so it's a 2-point game. Plenty of good seats still available for the end of this game. The Jets decide to go onside again. An intriguing decision instead of kicking it deep with all 3 timeouts left. And this meant that Joe Jaravicius could give good field position to the Browns, who ran it with Jamal Lewis twice in a row. Jets called timeout, needing to stop Lewis to have a chance in this game. And not only they don't stop Lewis, they can't get him on the ground.
He's dumb about running for incentives.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's running hard.
Well, he ran for 118 yards and a score, and they held off the Jets, did the Browns. 360 points this season, most since 1987, and those Brownies have the hold with 3 weeks to go on that 6th and final playoff spot in the AFC. Right now, New England and Indianapolis, the only teams that have clinched a playoff spot through 14 weeks. What a big game next week between Cleveland and Buffalo, Cleveland's closest pursuer. That game is in Cleveland next week.
Derek Anderson threatening to lead Cleveland into the playoffs. What do they do with Quinn next year? What do they do with him? Somebody's going to get paid. Third quarter, Braylon Edwards. JTS. 13th touchdown of the season, ties the Browns single-season record set by Gary Collins in 63. Fourth quarter, here comes Thomas Jones. Down at the 1, he ran for 106 yards. They punch it in but missed the 2, so they're down 5. On the ensuing kickoff, look what ensues. It's Mike Nugent. Onside kick. And the Jets get it. Led to a field goal. They're within 2 now, so Cleveland's lead 17-15. Browns possession. Third down. Jets got to have a stop here. One stop away to get the ball back and get a winning field goal, but Jamal Lewis, nobody's stopping him. 31 yards. He ran for 118. Cleveland gets to 8-5. They beat the Jets 24-18.
Game day with the path to perfection. Our graphic department is in order. So is our highlight department. Here we go. There is Eric Mangini chewing gum. Tom Brady getting ready to maybe put up triple digits on the Jets everyone was talking about. And it was the defense that struck first.
You don't want to start out like that.
Eugene Wilson with a pick six.
Or like that.
And Kellen Clemens gets smoked by Richard Seymour, and the fans in New England are having fun throwing snow. Clemens left the game with a rib injury. He would not return. So what do the Jets do without their starting quarterback? They go to their third stringer, Brad Smith.
Let's run a little option here.
Yeah, flip it out to Leon Washington and go 49 yards on the play down to the Patriots.
Everybody wants to take it to college. Now the Jets are taking their playbook to college.
Just like Bobby Petrino. Right. Chad Pennington comes in on 3rd and 18, 3 plays later. Jericho Cotchery right around the first down marker. Next play, who comes back in but Brad Smith this time, however. It doesn't work out.
Rather pitch it. Yeah, leave the tricks alone. Let's get back to the basics.
Second quarter, Patriots up 10-0 with the ball on their own 40 and punting, and disaster happens.
That's why they call special teams special.
David Bowens blocks the punt, scoops and scores, and we got ourselves a ball game. 10-3. 10-7, New England is on top. Jets are forced to punt, however. Their next possession in Kelly Washington.
That's why they call special teams special. This time of year, inclement weather, the wind playing tricks on you, you gotta be sure of the snap, the catch, as well as the hold.
Kelly Washington with the block, and then Lawrence Maroney with the pop-in. Touchdown. Patriots up by 10 again, 17-7. We go to the fourth quarter now as more throws being thrown in Massachusetts. Fourth quarter, 17-10. Ball on their own 40 again. Tom Brady No touchdown passes with less than 5 minutes to go in the game. He throws up to Randy Moss, 46-yard gain. The laundry's on Kerry Rhodes.
Little push off by Randy and Kerry Rhodes, but they're going to give the big catch to Randy Moss. Sooner or later, he's going to have a big one on you.
Led to a field goal, so the Patriots are up by 10, and here comes Leon Washington running the kickoff back onto the plus side of the field, and he's finally taken down right around the 42-yard line. 2 plays later, Chad Pennington threads the needle to Chris Baker.
How accurate is this guy? They won back here in Foxborough last year, if you recall.
12 yards there. Next play, Pennington to the end zone. Justin McCarron called a touchdown, but Bill Belichick's got a red flag in his sock, decides to throw it, and for good reason, because McCarron did not get both feet down by the time that he corralled the football against his right shoulder.
Got to catch that clean. That's a big play in this ball game.
So out comes Mike Nugent to attempt a 35-yard field goal to make it a 1-score game, and Nugent wide left.
That's why they call special teams special.
And then all was left was just the handshake and the Peaches and Herb moment, and they're reunited. It feels so good, and that's very touching. Look at all those cameras around there. 20-10 the final score. 17th straight regular season win for the Patriots. One shy of their own NFL record set a few years ago. Brady, no touchdown, season lows in completions and yards, but the Patriots are still perfect.
Days ago, and then on Saturday night and Sunday, snow outside, plows inside, and Eric Mangini used to work in this building for Bill Belichick. Not many a pleasantry anymore. And just 5 minutes into the game, goodbye. Eugene Wilson makes the pick. Kellen Clemens planted by Richard Seymour. Quarterback hurt with rib injury. Fans happy. Patriots have lead.
Yeah, you take another look at it. Seymour drives Clemens into the ground. Looks like a shoulder, turns out to be a rib. He would not return to this game.
21 different Patriots have scored a touchdown this season. That's amazing. Meanwhile, the option was run by the Jets. Brad Smith, who set all sorts of records in high school and college. So good game planning by Coach Eric Mangini. That was Leon Washington running at 49 yards downfield. So Chad Pennington now quarterback. Jericho Cotchery on 3rd and 18. Gave 16 on 4th and 2. Smith back at quarterback. And on the option throws, but it's behind Chris Baker, and the Jets turn the ball over on down. Interesting, though, you certainly don't play too many options in the pros, Tom. 10-0 Patriots. Chris Hansen punting. Blocked by David Bowens. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. The hat trick. He does it all. Special teams Jets get him to within 10-7. But turnaround is fair play. One is an accident, two is a trend. Kelly Washington blocks Ben Graham's punt. Jets recover, but it's a turnover on down, and boy, the Patriots in business here, which leads to a Lawrence Boney Maroney touchdown, 17-7 Pats. Third quarter, Tom Brady looking for Randy Moss, picked off by Darrelle Revis. Number 1 pick, and the Jets take over at the New England 34. What could they do with it, Tom? 3rd and 12 at the 25. Pennington looking a lot to Chris Baker on this day, the tight end. Gets it, but it's a fumble forced by Dallas Thomas. Eugene Wilson again.
Yeah, and we always say the ball's going to be out when you have weather like this.
And so the Jets had a chance, but still 17-7. Now here they go again. 8 minutes to go. 3rd and 6. Pennington. Country boy, is he nailed by Asante Samuel.
Yeah, you take another look at it. He gets nailed, but he did hold on to the football. They got a first down.
3rd and 1 now on the same drive. Pennington, Justin McCairns. Now, incomplete. Settle for a field goal. Nugent, 17-10. Now, later in the 4th and 1st and 15, Brady steps up. Zing! Randy Moss dives. Either way, makes a great diving catch. Holds on, leads to a field goal. Gostowski, it's 20-10 New England. Now 2.5 to go. Pennington. We got a ball game to Justin McCairns, but wait a minute. We may not have a ball game. The Patriots challenge.
You can see the ball being bobbled as he went out the back of the end zone.
And so in the end, then they miss a field goal, and they never really had a chance after that 20-10. And the coaches, well, there they are. Good game. They do it. The Patriots win it. They're 14-0. 14-0. They've clinched everything, home field through the playoffs. Got a couple of regular season games left, obviously. Home to Miami and at the Giants. Patriots beat the Jets on this day, but for the first time all year, Tom Brady does not throw a touchdown pass. Easy to see why in the weather, but he stays at 45. Moss stays at 19. The Jets had a plan, but the Patriots, once again, winners. They're like the post office. They deliver in all climates.
Lost this game. Had the Browns won, they would have clinched the last playoff spot. And this game against the New York Jets and Chad Pennington for Vince Young would have been a moot playing out the string point. But instead, the Tennessee Titans have quite a bit to play for. And Pennington is picked off by Ronaldo Hill late in the first quarter.
You got to put a little more on that ball to get it upfield.
Vince Young throws it up to Justin Gage. A couple plays later. In the second quarter now, same drive, first and goal. It's Chris Brown up the middle, touchdown. Tennessee up 7-0. The Jets at 3-11, trying to see who they can keep for next year, what they need to do with whatever draft pick they get. Jericho Cotchery's the keeper.
Beautiful throw and catch.
That's a 48-yard gain, and 2 plays later, it's Pennington to Cotchery again. 8 catches for 152 yards for Cotchery in Tennessee, tie game, except for the fact that the extra point had to be kicked. Blocked. 7-6. The Titans still lead. Titans ensuing possession. Young throws for Byron Ely, but David Barrett picks him off. Young was 12 of 23 for a $166. He's had 1 interception in 11 of his 14 games this season. And it's a good field goal that leads to, so the Jets take the 9-7 lead. But there's personally an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Tennessee Titans for Tony Brown called for leverage. That's cheating.
Yeah, that's cheating. But, this time of the year, you don't all these special team flops, mishandled punts, kick field goals, and these type of penalties. It's too late in the season to have these type of mistakes.
Well, it actually worked out for Tennessee because the Jets took the points off the board in the fresh set of downs after the penalty, and Chad Pennington threw a pick in the end zone by Keith Bullock, so they come away with nothing. Instead of leading 9-7, they're down 7-6 in the third quarter when Ben Hartsock with a 26-yard pickup. That led to a Titans field goal, 10-6. Fourth quarter now, Jets' last chance on fourth down, and it's Tony Brown with a sack of Chad Pennington. And the Tennessee Titans, yes, take that victory and the V formation, and the Titans win 10-6. They are 9-6.
Who is at home against the Jets? Vince Young and company have had trouble putting points on the board. But here, late first to Justin Gage, this long pass of 26 yards leads to a Chris Brown touchdown, 7-0 Titans. Eric Mangini and the Jets. Down 7-6, Mike Cat Scratch Fever Nugent. 36-yard field goal. Flag on the play, and here's a rule.
Yeah, you take another look, you're going to see the tackle, Tony Brown, climb on top of Kyle Vanden Bosch in an attempt to block the field goal. That's a penalty for trying to get leverage to block a kick.
And so it's always a question.
Elsewhere, another green team, the New York Jets, taking on a guy who used to wear green, now he wears red. Herman Edwards, former Jets coach, back in the Meadowlands, playing out the string against the Jets. Thomas Jones, 15-yard score for Thomas Jones. 98 yards rushing as well as that receiving touchdown, 7-0. Third quarter now. Brody Croyle finds Tony Gonzalez, who sets another record. 816 receptions, breaking Shannon Sharp's all-time record for most catches by a tight end.
And that was a cornerback guarding him.
In history.
Hang on to that ball. That's going to Canton.
Yeah? Maybe his mantle. Never know. Fourth quarter, Jets up 10-3 in this ballgame with 3 minutes to go. Brody Croyle brings down rain with the football in the hands of Jeff Webb. Ties the game at 10, but we go into overtime. Mike Nugent kicked the game-winning 33-yarder, but was holding on the Jets, so now it was a 43-yard attempt. And the Jets win the game, but cost themselves 3 spots in the draft order.
So did they really win?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. They do improve to 4-12 in a lost season after a playoff season in which they were 10-6. Kansas City lost its last 9 games.